The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's and the Garavogue Bar.
Why do I keep bunging myself every time I come in here?
You're getting too big for this desk.
You're getting too big for your boots now. You want to say, listen to Kendy Raybo, they're banging off everything now. Years ago, they wouldn't be banging off anything. Now they're banging off everything every time they come in. Well, look at you all shook like this.
I'm shook with you.
Are you
I'm
shook?
not shook. No.
I have a load of questions.
I won't feed into the narrative. Hold on, I open my drink.
No. You have to feed into the narrative. You can't be Irish. You can't be Irish unless you're Wake.
No. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
We even named death after it. Wake. We invented Wake.
I'll admit,
Wake.
There was a moment
at
the end of the weekend where the wakeness was pretty high.
Yeah.
And I can talk to you about that.
Yeah, because you're trying to be American now. That's what's wrong with you.
Oh, I'm fine.
Because the Americans don't get Wake. They're like, I had a great weekend at Lollapalooza or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, they didn't do it at all then.
You know?
Yeah, no.
You didn't. You
all right,
didn't.
Okay, let me be straight.
You're Wake. Wake.
I shouldn't be here tonight.
No, you shouldn't be here at all, Ray. You're Wake.
I'm really sad in myself. I think I might have a broken kidney. Because I was pain in my side and it's not nice.
Yeah.
And Laura's the whole day going, you in bad humor with me. I'm like, no, I'm just
lovely.
really.
Now you were at a festival.
I was. I'm not the fella I used to be.
No. No, I want to talk to you. I know we'll get into Ray went to Electric Picnic. We'll get into it all fully, but I have a couple of observations.
You have a couple of observations and questions.
The first one is
yes.
And I don't mean this in a derogatory way. I'm being straight.
I think you probably do. By the way, AI Brendan is not AI Brendan today.
It's
we have Brendan back. Come on, Brendan.
Yeah. Big
Mark
changes
really
around here. So I don't mean this in a derogatory fashion.
Yes.
What I'm saying to you is, does you wear Jack and Jones all the time?
Yeah.
And like Norma, I know you're wearing Quicksilver now, but like
yeah.
you're a very Mayo man.
I'm a very Mayo man.
You're incredibly Mayo.
Yeah, incredibly Mayo.
Yeah, what it means to be Mayo.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is what it means.
Yeah.
But when you go to festivals, does it bring out a little homosexual side in you?
What?
Does it bring out a homosexual side in you when you go to festivals?
I think I know what you're referring to now.
Why are you wearing sequins?
Okay.
No, like every day, like you wear the big proud jacket. All of a sudden, like you're getting your face painted. You're wearing a sequins purple jacket out and about, and I'm like, that he's not from Killala.
No.
And there's nothing wrong with not being from Killala. There's loads of people out there who aren't from Killala.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it is.
Loads, and that's okay too.
I'll tell you what
there's
it
people
is.
from Killala, and then there's people not from Killala.
I'll tell you what it is.
Killala.
As you tip around on a normal daily basis around the town, we'll say, or
you can't be yourself, and you
can be. You can be yourself to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But you're running into fellas like Trevor the Builder.
Yeah.
You know, and Trevor, you kind of worry about what Trevor thinks of you.
Trevor won't. He won't put up with a sequins jacket.
You're very clear already that Trevor thinks you're bollocks.
Yeah. Even listen, Jack and Jones are sequins. So you think you're a bollocks.
So no matter what I wear, I'm sure he thinks I'm a bollocks.
I don't
think
get that.
I think it's some people call it a Catholic guilt. I call it you're just worrying about other people's perspectives.
Yeah.
Even though you're at this day and age, you're old enough to know not to be worried.
Yeah, but that's not true. People say I don't care, but you do though.
You try not to stick out too much. But when you go to a thing like an owl festival or something like that, where everybody's in a place for 3 days, and there's much more extremes than you will ever be, no matter how hard you try.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people not from Killala.
There was lads wearing small pleated skirts. Do you know?
Yeah, well, that's,
and they look fierce well.
And that's okay too.
That's fine.
That's okay.
But this was the many different spectrums of men and women at this thing.
So and some in between.
Yeah. So all of a sudden you feel, I'm looking real beige here.
Yeah.
I need to also.
So you're the one that's all of a sudden you're standing out now.
I said, you know something, I could maybe put on something here in this field that I probably can't put on any other time.
And did you feel better for us?
Well, I felt warmer. So let me explain this one incident.
Okay.
Right. So we got there the Friday evening and we got into the site and we were accompanied by a gentleman by the name of Daniel McGarrigle.
Oh yeah.
And Daniel is 6'12", Donegal man.
He's 6'15",
full of all the confidence in the world.
Yeah.
And has done all of the electric picnics.
Yeah.
So this man's a seasoned pro.
Yeah.
At this sort of crack. And he was hanging out with myself and Laura. So we just landed in and I was wearing a t-shirt because it was warm when I left the van.
Yeah.
But by the time I got into the festival site, it wasn't warm, given Ireland the way it normally does.
Well, I mean, given what happens when you have to park at a festival, I'm not surprised. You probably walked across a couple of time zones and I mind climates. Because that's exactly why I won't go to festivals.
No, even when
the festival's in Portlaoise. Where are we parking? You're parking in Fermanagh. Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? How am I going to do this?
No, it wasn't bad at all. But look, the weather has been
No, you can't go down this road. No way. No way. Axe only.
Yeah. So I was thinking to myself, geez, I had a great time at C Sessions the time where I did buy the Proud Jacket.
Proud Jacket,
I thought the Proud Jacket was wonderful.
And that was another wonderful embrace of your homosexuality.
It was just
huge embrace of it. With nothing wrong with it. I'm not attacking
but
you.
I'm not going to get
whatever you want to eat.
Okay, yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
No. So anyway, Laura had said to me, are you going to get one for Electric Picnic? And that was on my head, and we passed by a stall, and the stall was selling Proud Jackets and all manner of stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, geez, we'll try these on. And myself and Daniel started trying on these jackets. And I tried the gold one, he tried the purple one.
Yeah.
Gold one didn't quite suit me, I didn't feel great in it.
Yeah.
But when I put on the purple one, I thought, this is it now. And Daniel also had a purple one on.
Oh, did he? Well,
Right.
one observation, you kind of look like that episode of Father Ted where they're doing the Eurovision. Do you know when the boys come out and fucking, that's what them jackets were. You know?
It's a sequined bomber jacket, basically, with a hood in it.
And what does that do to you?
No, but wait, I'll tell you exactly what it did to me.
Okay.
Because up until this point, I had about 2 to 3 pints in the first hour we were in, and I had hit peak. Brendan asked me before, how do you get on? When is the perfect point of drunkenness? At that point, I had 3 swift pints of Heineken. I was buzzing. The sun was shining. Everything was great. People were in mighty form.
Yeah.
When we put on the jackets, something strange happened. And
You started kissing.
No.
You and Daniel.
Daniel
just started
was
kissing.
absolutely buzzing. Laura and sister, we both put on glitter paint on our faces. At that point, I'm afraid, Mark, it was too much for me.
Go away.
I had gone too far, too soon.
Down the road.
So I hadn't
You were
enough,
far away from Killala.
When I got the Proud Jacket on me in C Sessions, I was about 10 pints deep. I didn't know my own name at that point.
Yeah, and
so
you were very proud of the jacket.
I was very
at that
proud of
stage.
the jacket, of that big furry owl multicolored
Yeah, but you
rainbow
weren't there
jacket.
yet with 3 pints of Heineken.
But 3 points in and an hour in the festival. I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
We did it too soon.
You needed to be at the stage where, you know, like if you were a hash into a gig or a pub and a woman has enough drink in her that she goes, I'll just take that off him now. That's where you needed to be at that
I wasn't
stage.
there at all.
No, you weren't at
And
the
when I
I'll
put
take
on
the hat
the
off that
jacket,
fella's head.
I completely deflated.
Yeah, because it wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
That's what I'm saying. So you were saying, that's a great point, because you said there, when you go there, you get to be more yourself.
Yeah, but only
But you
after-
don't. You get to be somebody else.
You get-
Because you were
yeah.
getting forced into being somebody else.
I was.
By your old yoke of a wife, right? You said, put on that joke there.
Yeah, you look great. I said, do I really? I said,
And she forced you out of your comfort zone.
She did.
And sure, you can't be drinking out of your comfort zone.
But my comfort zone changes the more pints you have. Drink responsibly, folks. I'm not
15 pints in, you don't know where you're comfortable. You're not. You don't know
you'd
where
be comfortable anywhere.
You're comfortable everywhere at 15 pints.
15
That's why
pints
people
in.
sleep in hedges.
That's why people sleep in
do you know?
hedges.
So if she had let you put on that jacket at 15 pints deep,
If she left me another couple hours,
Yeah.
till I got a few more pinchings in me,
And then-
but it really upset the pinting, because after all the pints after that were really catch up pints, because I just wanted to feed myself.
yeah, you were trying to catch up with the jacket.
And then the
jacket was miles ahead of
The
you.
jacket was miles ahead because I kept then getting compliments. People, because me and Daniel were both wearing the same jacket, everybody go, oh my God, I love your jacket.
Look at the boys.
Look at the boys. And I wasn't there at all, ready for it all. And then what's even worse is Daniel is what I would like to call an alpha male.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman that knows where to go and how
Head
to get
honcho.
there. Head honcho.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, me and Laura were being told by Daniel where we were going.
Yeah.
So I was walking behind my wife in a fucking jacket
Yeah.
that I did wasn't comfortable
No,
in.
yeah, you could-
And Daniel was pointing at things going, we'll go over there. And as soon as we get there, I'd be uncomfortable.
Standing out a mile.
And Laura kept looking at me going, what's wrong with you? You're after losing all the crack you were. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just don't feel very comfortable.
She should have left you in an old Jack and Jones and an
I
iPad
would
in
have
your
been
back
safe in
pocket.
the Jack and Jones
Yeah, you
until
would
I
have
was
been-
ready.
Yeah, you were
It was
ready. It's all.
premature ejaculation.
Woo!
It was.
Very
I only
good.
thought of that.
That's very good. Yeah, because the thing is, like, you can't be going into a new environment like that
And it was all Daniel's fault as
and
well.
changing everything. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like, you have to ease yourself
too
in.
quick.
That's what you. Sometimes
too
I
quick.
find it too quick, Ray. Too.
Too quick, Mark.
Do you know?
Just leave me a little while. Let me get comfortable. It's like everything in life. You have to get comfortable.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about then was Electric Picnic full of all sorts of age groups, or has it been taken
No,
over by the young ones?
No, it was a lovely mix of everybody.
Was it?
There was literally everything from young ones to not so young ones.
Yeah.
And then there was adults,
Yeah.
and there was children, and there was old ones.
Because I was watching a video today on my telephone, and it was from the very first Electric Picnic, 2004.
Yeah.
Right? So you're talking, I'm not great at time, that's 46 years ago.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
2004, right? And it was your man who organised it, he owned Stradbally Estate.
Melvin.
Old Melvin, they
Yeah,
call him,
fair play.
right? And he was sitting on the grass in his lovely shirt. And he was saying, you get all kinds of stuff. You know, we're trying to do a different kind of a festival. The whole point was, this is going to be a different kind of a festival. There's a wee drop of handy music over there.
Yeah.
And then there's a wee drop of yoga there.
Yeah.
That's kind of it, really. I know your man's telling jokes over there, actually.
Yes.
So that's the three. And I'm looking forward now, 22 years later, going, it's just become another mental festival that's the same as any other festival.
It's exactly what he just described. The site is absolutely massive. It's a big town site.
Yeah, big town site.
There is jokes in one corner. There's a play about Charlie McGuinness put on a play about food.
Right.
Do you know about?
I saw Nevin Maguire eating the decks out of it.
Was eating the decks out of it and cooking. Right.
I saw him eating decks.
There was wrestling.
Was there?
There was wrestling in one area. Just lads having the crack. There was Irish dancing in the Today FM sound tent.
I saw one fella set up just a caravan to go in and do the river dance from Father Ted.
Yeah, he said there was so many little things, and then there was loads. It's too much to talk about. But there was also a friend of ours, Cormac McCann. He was tipping around with an old Casio keyboard around his neck, and he was singing songs that he came up with at the time about Electric Picnic. Just walking up to people and just he hit the drum beat on the keyboard, and he just started playing the song.
No way. That'd wreck my skull now.
But there was a massive fun fair there as well. I didn't even get near.
No, they're bumping cars.
Jason Kenny was supposed to go on the big highway. There's the biggest swing ever.
Oh yeah,
and
the world's biggest swing.
He said 3:00 Sunday, I'll meet you there, and he wasn't anywhere to be seen. He went home early.
See, that's the other thing as well about 2004 Electric Picnic or any festival back then. You might not have had a telephone.
No.
So I might go to a festival with you.
Yeah.
And we might lose each other.
And that'll be then.
No, in 2026 or 2025's Electric Picnic. Ray, where are you? I'm down the okay, I'll be down in 5 minutes. Okay?
No,
whereas in 2024 or in 2004, I might have already seen you Sunday back at the car.
That can happen this year as well.
Can it happen this year still?
Keith Reynolds and the Keaveneys.
Yeah, Keith and the Keaveneys.
Keith and the Keaveneys were there. Yeah. I met them on the Friday night. I didn't see sight or sound of them for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, no, but I mean like someone you went with though, more so.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like I'm saying, me and you go, and I just walk out of the bushes one day. I could just walk out of the bushes and go, you go, Mark. I'd be like,
yeah.
I've had a great time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you don't get that anymore at all. Like,
have you any other questions?
No, it's just when I look at Electric Picnic, I think it looked brilliant, by the way. And I love the fact that Kings of Leon headlined us.
Oh.
All right, okay, sorry. So the one time I'm on board with him, Brendan, do you know, he's like, Mark, you're wrong there now. I'm sure the Kings of Leon might have been shite. Is that what you're going to tell me?
They seemed tired and dry.
But you're right. They were a long time playing Sex on Fire.
They actually said it on the stage. Just we're a long time at this.
They're a long time playing Sex on Fire.
Probably won't be back here for a while.
No,
and they said thanks very much for everything.
It's a pity. Did they sound good though?
They sounded good. They play all the hits and everything, but I think they're by nature not the most energetic band in the world.
No, I think they're. I don't think that's their. Yeah.
So it was grand to hear them going, oh, that's a nice song.
See, I would have loved. I've seen Kings of Leon before.
Yes, you have.
And like I didn't want to see them, but I was like, but they ended up playing all the old Molly's Chamber and the booklet.
And they're very good.
Oh, I thought it was great just to hear those songs.
But they had any energy in them at all?
I can't remember because I didn't.
Oh,
so that didn't help either.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of energy in me either when I was watching them.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that let's say if I was at Electric Picnic this year, I would have actually gone, I want to see that artist.
Yeah.
Now you don't know how big that is because I look at every festival that has gone on throughout the summer and gone, I can't think of anything worse than having gone to that.
No,
but Kings of Leon, Chapel Roan's, Hosier I could give or take. Like, as in, I'm not mad.
Hosier got done badly by Chapel Roan.
Oh, yeah, because he had to go on after her.
Yeah,
and Hosier sings lovely love songs about Wicklow. He sings Wicklow love songs. And Chapel Roan, H-O-T-T, blow the place out.
Blew the load out of it.
Like, Chapel Roan, I don't want to jump the gun here because I don't know. I think she writes her own songs, but I'll have to Wikipedia that.
She does.
She is one of the best pop writers I've ever heard. Honestly, it's some unbelievable pop songs. Yeah. And then Hosier has to go on and say, do you remember that album I wrote about breaking up with my girlfriend? Yeah. I'm going to sing fucking 10 ballads from it now.
He's marvellous, like.
He's
unreal.
He's
totally undone by what came before him.
Yeah, why did they do that? Why did they put Chapel's Roan on?
They should have thrown him on at like Sunday evening. Would have been lovely for him.
Yeah, with everyone's diet.
Yeah,
no, he's obviously brilliant, but you can't fight the pop artist of the year. You can't fight Chapel Roan hammering out hits. Like.
Can I talk to you about Kneecap?
Oh, okay, we'll get on to Kneecap now, yeah. Right? So what them boys don't, and I'm only messing, I have no opinion on Kneecap, genuinely. So I'm wide open here, Ray. I'm wide open. I might as well open up the legs, Ray. You dig away. Dig in.
When I went to this, Kneecap were the big talking point of the weekend because they were on. And I went in and I was going, I don't know any of their songs. Mm-hmm. All I've seen is it's 2 books and a lad in the DJ decks.
Yeah.
And they'd be spitting facts.
Yeah, he hits play and then the 2 boys.
Exactly.
He hits play and then the 2 boys talk like me when I was 10. Way too fast.
Yeah, he wears a tricolor balaclava when he's doing it.
Yeah.
So This was all I knew about them. And 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, they were on, and everybody in the whole place went to see them.
Yeah.
Poor old Darrow O'Brien was in a comedy tent by himself. It was his first time ever doing an Electric Picnic, and they put him on beside me.
He won't do that again.
I think he was upset.
I'd say he was, yeah.
So we went down anyway to see it. I don't know what to expect. And I have to say, for about an hour and a half, my mind was opened, and I went, Jesus Christ, these lads are tremendous.
Go ahead.
Now, they were doing a lot of things I like, which is banging disco. There was a lot of banging disco in it. Yeah. There was a lot of catchy owl lines and stuff.
Catchy lines.
Jeez,
I haven't come across that in a long time.
There was good animations on the big screens.
Oh, lovely.
And my poor wife, she absolutely loved the whole off one of them.
Did she?
Said, geez, he's a fine thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I said, well, why don't you go off?
The fellow with the balaclava on.
No.
She said, I've never seen a fellow. Oh. She said, that's the perfect man there. No, you can't see him.
Yeah. And then he took his top off and then stop. I was in the hip.
He didn't look like you anyway, that's for sure.
No, he didn't. The man was ripped out of it.
Was he? Yeah.
And I didn't think he was, because we were in a big baggy old brown tracksuit. And I was thinking, this lad now definitely has weight on.
And
no, I don't know, buff out.
Did they, and let's not get into this too much, but I presume they addressed what the unaddressable now.
The unaddressable.
World atrocities.
Oh, world atrocities. Yeah, they basically said Israel are a shower of...
yeah, I don't want to say... I mean, is it annoying that I don't want to say that now, because in case...
we get cancelled.
Well, you don't know,
Well, I have to say...
No, not to get cancelled. In case, in media terms, they go... You can't say that now, and we are now cutting this podcast off the airwaves. You know what I mean? Which is fucking outrageous.
I thought about this, though, over the whole course of the weekend, and I thought... And your man, Sir Davos, what do you call your man from Game of Thrones? Liam Cunningham said it lovely there today or yesterday. He was on a video, and he said, your kids will look back at how you spoke about what's happening, and you can either say nothing or you can say something.
Yeah.
And I definitely then thought to myself, geez, that's something we might be no harm mentioning on the podcast, that indeed, I personally think that Israel are committing a genocide.
Yeah, no, I think it is. And I don't think it is a genocide. I can't believe that in this day and age. And I've said this on the podcast before, I can't stomach any of I'm a wimp.
You find it hard to watch it.
No, I'm a wimp. Yeah. I'm like, because you feel helpless.
Yeah.
And I can't look at stuff to do with kids. I just can't do it because it just brings you home, you know? Yeah. So it's impossible. I think there's awful strong people. There's people on my Instagram who share the stuff every day.
Yeah.
And they have kids. Yeah. And I just think, how you're unbelievably strong to be able to even watch this stuff. And I know you're trying to get me to watch it, and I just can't. I can't stomach watching it.
That's in fairness, that's a very personal thing that you're dealing with.
I just feel helpless. And I just feel like there's so much trouble in the world that we have enough trouble on our own doorstep. Nothing like that. But what I mean is, you'd actually get depressed if you took in everything that's wrong in the world. And I would be depressed.
Yeah. There's good signs, though. In fairness, Ireland only on Monday morning there found out that they've stopped now facilitating the sale of Israeli war bonds.
Okay.
So the central bank were
Is
stuck.
that AIB?
They were stuck.
No, I don't want to jump the gun.
Central bank. Central bank were legally obliged to do it. They'd signed up.
Sorry, the reason I said was that AIB. I just want to say this is that
where did the AIB come in?
Because I know that but I know that doesn't the Irish state own a lot of shares in AIB? I thought that was where the controversy was coming. That was pure ignorance on my end there.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure, but basically the good news, it's a good thing that we're not facilitating. It's moved now. They got their license from Luxembourg.
Yeah, okay.
So all the people in Luxembourg.
So we can go like this now.
Yeah, and we can also be very upset with the people of Luxembourg.
Well, yeah, okay.
Awful shower of bastards.
Yeah, okay.
So anyone listening from Luxembourg, just don't.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, I really mean that I can't believe that in this day and age we have to listen to people who are pretending it's not genocide.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that they're the people in power. These are people in power. Yeah. And we're expected to believe it.
No, but the problem is they have a very effective PR and a very effective lobbying machine. They've spent billions on making sure the people who matter are with them.
Yeah.
And money talks.
Money talks.
At the time. And in fairness, I did think about it the weekend. We were all sitting there having a wonderful time at a very expensive festival.
Yeah.
Now, we were lucky to get the old production. We worked at the fucking thing, so we were happy out. We weren't paying the $2,000 to get there and all the rest.
At Picnic?
Picnic is if you're doing, there's some people, you'd get your tickets are what, €200 or €300 each?
Yeah.
And then you'll spend another couple of €100 on food over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll spend another couple of €100 if you want, or €1,000 if you want to glamp.
Yeah.
So you want to stay in one of the fancy tents.
Yeah.
So I mean,
how did you avoid that?
We avoided that because we were working for the Bob Coggin Silent Disco.
Oh, I see what you mean. You were working on the Silent Disco.
So we worked 3 or 4 nights, 3 nights doing the Silent Disco.
Yeah, excuse me. Anyway, go on.
But it is ironic. You'd wonder how you could actually move anymore. Like, as much as it was great to have a festival, everybody spoke out about it, including like all the artists actually spoke
what I mean.
about it. But you wonder, what can you do?
I know.
To fix it. Maybe not have the festival. Electric Picnic is cancelled this year because...
No, but that's what I mean, Ray. That's such a good point, because that's what I mean with the helpless side of it, is that like these people are doing everything in their power, risking their jobs.
Yeah,
like Kneecap are risking their job. Like, they are not turning up to festivals and losing money because of this.
Becky Hill took an old chance at the weekend as well. She was on the main stage and she said, I'm going to say some things now and I have a funny feeling it might cause me problems.
Yeah.
And she said a whole heap of very well articulated stuff, saying she doesn't agree with the whole thing and she's very much in support.
But do you think it's going to make a difference, though? That's
probably
the hard
make a
part.
difference to poor old Becky getting the next couple of gigs because someone's going to turn against her now. Like that festival down in Portsmouth or whatever it was, Victorious, that cut the Mary Wallopers.
Yeah. Like the thing, like... And look, the
corporate sponsorship, and the corporate sponsorship is all linked back to companies that are heavily funded by people who very much support.
Yeah, and that's the problem there. And the thought that the Mary Wallopers can't go up on a stage with a flag.
Yeah.
And there's fucking talk about flags in this country now at the moment as well, which is, I mean, the irony is outrageous, really, on both sides, by the way, on both sides. The fighting over the tricolour, like, and what it means, like, you know.
I've seen bits of that.
You know, like, but that the Mary Wallopers can't bring a flag onto a stage, that they have to have their set cut, all the power cut off.
Corporate sponsorship.
You cannot bring that flag onto this stage.
More than when Kneecap played there in Europe, one of the dates, in France actually, they did Rock en Seine, and I think the local authorities in the area withdrew their sponsorship because they had this band on that were basically telling the truth, saying there's genocide in Israel.
No, the thing is as well, like, there's parts of it too that, like, I don't think an eye for an eye really is what we should be saying here, because there's artists then who go on stage. I mean, I'm not going to delve too far into this because I don't know the story, but he was singing death to the IVF or whatever the fuck, IDF.
Oh, yeah,
whatever,
your man.
The
book. He was at Glastonbury.
That was it, your man at Glastonbury. Isn't that what he was saying? Death to the IDF? Yeah, like, I'm like, don't be, that's an eye for an eye shit now you're doing there. Like, we're not saying... You don't need to say that.
Yeah.
That's not what you need to say. But if you're going to speak up, I mean, more power to you, honest to God. Because I'm just going to sit here like a bollocks. Brendan just alerted us to an app that I've heard of before, actually, Brendan. It's called No Thanks. And if you scan any item that you're about to buy, Coca-Cola is the big one now that people are going after, but you scan any item and it'll let you know if it's Israeli based, if it's in Israel, or if there's... and then so then that's where you can hurt them in their pockets. Is by not.
Now, if it's any consolation, there was a little caravan selling Coke and only Coke. It was beside the Today FM Soundgarden.
Excuse me.
And you know something?
That fella has a very legitimate business, Ray. Okay, I know you thought that those suitcases were full of snow.
No. It was literally a little caravan.
Coke here.
It was a Coca-Cola. Like, all they did was Coke.
Yeah.
And in fairness, nobody was at them all
No
again.
one was at them.
So I did find that rather strange.
Yeah.
Now, in fairness, everybody else is selling Coke too, so that probably didn't help.
I'd say, no, in fairness though, he wasn't the only fella selling Coke.
He wasn't the only fella selling Coke.
You can guarantee you that. I mean, what did I say to you, Ray, there when you said I couldn't get me buzz on, 3 pints of Heineken trying my best? I said, Ray, you want to get into some hardcore drugs, Ray.
Do you want to hear some quick reviews of some of the musical acts we've seen?
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah. So, Kings Leon.
Yeah,
told them. Seen Marc Rebellet.
I don't know what that is.
He
played left wing for France.
He's a gentleman that gets into his underpants, gets a trestle table and puts some keyboards and some DJ decks on it, and he loses the head.
Okay, so this is why I'm not going. This is why I'm not going.
Brilliant. Foil Arms and Hog were marvellous.
Foil Arms and Hog are everything I wish I was.
They were
smart.
Did a heap of loads of sketches in the comedy tent. The place was absolutely wedged out of it. I'm going backwards, by the way, now from Sunday right back to Friday. Yeah. Kingfisher.
Now,
Kingfisher, obviously, there's some lovely songs.
Kingfisher are a little bit more like, don't let them follow Chapel Roan. That kind of way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, now Kingfisher...
I love Kingfisher, by the way.
Yeah, in fairness, they were lovely and it was real...
They're very lovely.
It was very wholesome.
Yeah.
They were very lovely. There was nothing wild about them. They were just good country fellas.
They're not like the Mary Wallopers.
No, they're not.
At a Mary Wallopers gig, you don't know what's going to catch fire.
There's no wildness. Now, this is the funny thing that happened is, I believe your man, the lead singer, stopped the gig about 4 to 5 times. I seen 3 of them.
Yeah, to have a vape.
No. He stopped them going, whoa, what's going on down there?
No way.
Can we get a medical team over to that area there?
Oh shit.
Can we get security over there?
Fair job though for looking out.
No.
It ruined the vibe, did it?
It ruined the vibe.
So he shouldn't have been dictating.
You know your gig.
Yeah.
If you're playing in Waxies of an evening, right, and there's a scuffle breaking out, do you stop the whole song and ask the bouncers?
Ray, the amount of people that have dropped dead on my watch, and I haven't said a word.
No.
The show must go on.
That
Freddie
show
Mercury said this and he had AIDS.
Yeah.
He fucking, do you know? So the show must go on, Ray.
So what happened was he'd stop and he'd literally wait a good few minutes.
That's
while we were all standing there in the field getting wet. And
that's the worst thing you can do, by the way. I'm just going to say that if you do that in a pub, that's a bad vibe because if you stop playing and address the fact that I think Bride is having a heart attack, everybody, that's actually not good. You obviously get her the help she needs, but you have to keep the night going so that they can just.
But I think it's probably
take the dead bodies out.
They're obviously not on the go doing big gigs that long.
Yeah, so they're not used to this.
He's not used to looking down to a crowd where things might look like they're getting shirky.
Yeah, he thinks it's going to end up like Woodstock 87 or whatever the hell.
I think he's afraid,
you know, like that, because obviously there is, without proper crowd control.
But if I was the Order of Malta now
Woodstock
sitting there,
99 was.
If I was the Order of Malta waiting there, I would have been raging because 5 times I would have had to get into that crowd and it'd be some young one that just fell over.
That's the imagine.
Do you know?
I'm not going again. The boy who cried fucking whoa, panic. I'm not doing this.
But they did have an interesting intro. They took all the really negative TikTok.
I saw it. Brilliant.
And yeah. So hopefully this clip gets. Anyway.
No, that could be in it now the next time. Imagine if we were on their next intro. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah. Stop interrupting the gig. We've seen Killian Saunderman. He's that book as well. He's a comedian. He's very good. D4 heading him. He was very good. Monday was very good. Caught the One song. July was beautiful.
Oh, Julie.
We seen a feminist poet.
Yeah. What else did you see?
Can't remember her name. But three poems in, I turn around, Laura's crying.
What?
Yeah. She thought she affected
this the problem her. Now, Ray. These bitches all of a sudden have this power. No, sorry, no.
Yeah.
I'm a huge feminist. Yeah. But the second you let the bitches get a little bit of a leg up, all of a sudden then they're crying for each other. They're going, they are pricks. I'm going to go shift your man with the balaclava. At least you look like a fella. And we're the prick. I'm all for feminism, Ray.
Right.
But you can't be letting these bitches get ahead of themselves.
No, she's very good now, in fairness. We've seen a drop of opera. That was nice in the theatre. So, of course, there's a lot of...
there is a lot of different stuff, for sure.
2 Johnnies wedged it out of it. They were on the second biggest tent, and in fairness, they got an absolutely massive crowd.
So the great thing about, I presume it's Johnny B who writes all the songs. I'm only presuming that now. He's some songwriter. He's unbelievable at writing catchy songs.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, this is the best thing that they've done is they've got now just become everything. They're all-round artists. You can book them to a podcast or a gig.
Yeah.
No, you can do the same for me, but it's not the same money.
Not the same money.
No, not at all. No, but he writes great songs.
In fairness, it looked like a good buzz, in fairness to them.
And if you like J.A. and Pints, perfect.
Fatboy Slim.
Oh yeah, Slim Boy Book.
He was absolutely amazing.
But how though? Did he press play?
He pressed play, but he mixed songs in between each other you never expect.
But your Spotify does that for you. Put an 8 second spin on it.
Different buzz.
I'll not accept that Fatboy Slim knows what he's at. I won't accept it.
I will say it to you, and you've actually touched on what I was thinking earlier. I think a lot of the reason you don't want to go to see things is because you don't go to see things. I think if you went to see things enough and you went, geez, I really enjoyed that and I didn't expect to enjoy it, then you might be moved to go to more things.
It's way better.
Laura was not looking to Fatboy Slim.
I know, but I completely agree with it, but I way prefer having an ignorant opinion.
Okay, fair enough.
It's way better.
Yeah, true.
It's way better for me to say Fatboy Slim is shite, having never seen him. I don't even know one of his songs.
Laura didn't want to go either. She was like, I don't want to
Supersize Me.
see
Is that one of his songs?
I don't know.
Come up in the bed when you supersize me.
No.
That's Groove Armada. I know, yeah. See, it just shows you I know all this stuff. I know they're shite, Ray.
Sam Fender was shite. He wasn't shite.
He is shite though.
He's not shite.
No, I'm not into him.
He's the one song, but Jiz was an awful easy going set.
He has a pair of songs, right?
Yeah.
He has as fucking one of the best. Tabby Callahan. He wasn't being funny when he said this, but we used to do that song every week. 17 going under.
Yeah.
Right. Every week we did that song at a Sunday night gig. Right. And Tabby still didn't know what it was called. He turned to Dwayne one night and he said, "Do that one there. I would hit him with a right hook now." And we're like, that's not even... It's the only hook in the song. And he still hadn't a clue what it was.
But a lot of people would name songs by the one thing that they know. Like, a lot of people go, play that song, Wise Man Says.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah. Will you play that Rock Me Mama?
Yeah, play Rock Me Mama.
Play old Rock Me Mama there, will you?
So Sam Fender, for anyone who does love him, I'm not saying
I don't love him.
I didn't enjoy the stuff because it was all a bit wake.
Yeah. Dara Gallagher Killers. I think he's a big fan of him. But anyway, he's just not for me. It's hard to get something for me. I'm not saying he's shite. He's just not for Kendy.
Yeah, I've seen a ball of comedians. Chris Kent was marvellous.
Chris Kent's my favourite comedian in the country.
Charlotte Regan, Kayla Cobbler.
Oh, she's flying.
Yeah, so 3 of them on back to back.
No way.
It was
that now I would have seen.
Yeah. Don't forget John Cleary, obviously.
Of course.
And John Cleary gave me my moment of the weekend.
No way.
So John hired a PA off me there during the week, and I left it in the shed.
You got a shout out at Electric Picnic.
I left it in the shed, and he collected it, and then he dropped it back while I was at Electric Picnic. But then I went to see him, and at the time he had just started setting. He was trying to get the people at the back to come up to the front. And he was saying, anybody standing at the back supports Israel. Anybody sitting down supports Palestine. So he was kind of shaming people into sitting down.
That's outrageous, John.
So I think it was Carl Spain's idea. But anyway, we were walking in going, and Laura said, let's sit right up front. There's a lovely big space. I said, okay, sound, you're brave. Because she had gone from non-festival goer to full festival goer at this point.
Oh yeah, she was honest.
Yeah, so she had switched from the beauty to practicality.
Yeah.
So she'd lost the docks and she was in the wellies.
Oh, lovely.
And she was wearing a raincoat as opposed to a fancy,
and she was sitting down.
Fancy top, and she wanted to sit down.
Yeah.
We went up the front, and John, geez, there's Ray. Ray left that PA back in the shed.
And
I left a few pound in the box with it.
Isn't that brilliant? That one, the biggest comedians at
in
Electric
a massive
Picnic,
tent,
in a massive tent goes, Ray, I left that stuff back. Like, that is class. That's why I love Ireland so much, that you're never far away from someone going.
It was a really nice moment, I have to say.
Oh, brilliant, John.
Yeah, thanks, John. Fair play to you. Talked with Nick Hosier, Confidence Man. You haven't heard of them. It's a guy and a girl, and they do a bit of dancing and singing. And
what do you mean dancing and singing now? Because
she sings, he dances.
Come on now. We're not taking that as a.
That was the act.
You know, not Sister Sledge. What's the Boney M? Is this? You know that band, Boney M. Right? There's this class meme online.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than describing a meme, by the way, at a podcast.
Nothing worse.
But have you ever seen The Brother? There's 3 sisters and the brother.
Right.
And he just dances and they all sing.
Yeah.
Right? And the tag, it's a video and him going stupid.
Is he Boney?
The worst dancing you've ever seen in your life. And he's doing that. And the 3 women are singing their hearts out in beautiful harmonies.
Yeah.
And the tagline on it is, ma'am, we want to start a band. Okay, but bring your brother. That's exactly what they're like. But you can't, unless it's your man from the Blue Mondays or whatever they're called. You know, what was that band in England? Baz, that he used to just get up and dance. The Happy Mondays.
And he used to just
dance. But that was done. You can't do that twice.
Well, he's doing it and he's very good at it. And they have a lovely song called Gossip, and they have a line in it where, did you hear what Tina said about you? And then next thing is what Tina says, you will see you next Tuesday.
Right.
And it's just a wonderful line.
I mean, what art's, Ray? That's
what
art now,
it is art,
you know?
And lastly, Chapel Road, talked about her. I was seen Clad as well, local man there in the band, Sam Person.
There's wildness in Clada, controlled wildness in Clada. Unbelievable they are. But Chapel Road, talk to me about Chapel Road.
Chapel Road.
Because she is it now, isn't she?
Yeah, she
and
is.
she's so it now that actually, you know the way Taylor Swift is engaged and all that. Yes. And I couldn't
Congratulations,
give a blind.
Taylor, and what's his name?
Travis.
Fair
play to the pair of them. But I have the people who are going mad for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Which I just amn't buying into at all. Yeah. But Chapel's Roan now, there's something about her that makes me go, Jesus.
It was really good, yeah.
She must be unreal.
She is.
Now, I only know Pink Pony Club and Hot to Go.
Yeah.
But they're the 2 songs my daughter knows. Every time them songs come on, she goes, they're my songs, Dad.
Yeah,
they're
she
my
has
songs.
a song as well about being a giver.
Right.
Yeah.
I suppose that made a lot of sense to you in the jacket, I suppose, baby.
Well, no.
You were a taker.
No, she's a giver, but there is, Laura explained it to me on the night.
What does that mean?
Well, you know when you're a giver in an intimate sense.
Well, if, I have a lot to give and Nicola takes a good bit.
All right. That's fair enough, yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But what was the context that Laura told you?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
I think Chapel likes girls.
Oh, so she gives it to anything.
Yeah,
but that's okay if she does.
That's okay. That too.
She probably but that you see, you're making out now like I'm a homophobe, right? And I'm not a homophobe at all in the slightest way. Just because I talked about your proud jacket, I love Chapel Roan. Regardless of what she eats.
She absolutely.
If she eats a hot dog or a sandwich, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter what she eats.
She was wonderful on the night.
She's class.
Yeah,
she's
fairness.
So cool.
She kind of set the standard, and it was a disaster after that. You know,
it actually sickens me tits that she's a lesbian.
I know.
Yeah, because Hot to Go is about a pair of yours.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Up you buy it. It's had to open the ice.
The last few
bits.
I know
I would open the ice.
Last few bits. Toilets obviously were an interesting experience.
So
out there.
I can only shite my own throne.
Yeah.
I can't even. You see here now.
Yeah.
We're in the beautiful surrounds in this ATU where they clean the toilets 6 times a day.
Yeah.
I can't go in over there across the way now and have a Barry White.
Yeah, you would not work.
So what would I do? But I have learned to hold it for 3 days.
The toilets were bad. You'd walk in and you'd see someone else's dinner sitting there. It's a bad experience.
But how do women deal with that?
When you go for a pee, it's a bit like, you know that machine in the in the arcade where it'd be like the little slots, not the little discs, and they're trying to push it off the shelf. Yeah. You're trying to do that with your pee. You're trying to clean things. So it's a bit of crack. And one of the funniest moments, and I said this to Laura, she said that can't be one of the funniest moments. One of the funniest moments of the picnic for me was we walked over to a set of toilets, and there was a girl was next in the queue, and someone came out of the toilet, and she went in, and then she immediately bounded back out of the toilet and went behind me and Laura to queue for the other two cubicles that were either side.
It was
and
so bad.
We both looked at her and went, that doesn't really fill us full of confidence going in there. And she's like, no, it's just I can't do it.
Yeah, I like her. I like her though. I love the fact that she's like, I'm not.
I can't do that. I can't. No, I
but
do
I
anything, but I can't do that. Yeah.
But the on the toilet situation as well though, I saw a class video, and I hope it was from Electric Picnic as well. Here is me explaining another video. One of the fucking porta potties, whatever they're called, fell over, and if that happened to me, I would be straight into. This music would play in the background, doodle doo 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 doo, diddle doo 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 doo, as I'm walking away. And where's Kendy gone? I think he's had enough. He's just gone. He's walking towards a river. No, I know. I think he knows that. He knows that.
Yeah.
Falling over in one of those jokes.
Don't
covered in everyone's business.
It's fine. You just have to not think about it. See, it's a skill.
You just have to think,
being able to go in and go, look,
it.
I'm seeing loads of stuff here I'm not used to seeing, but I can get around it.
I can't get around it.
Yeah, okay.
I can't get around it. I'd rather shite my own hands than have to go into the fucking thing.
Have to give Larkin a shout out.
Yep, Larkin.
While we were doing the silent disco, by the way, it's amazing how many people love silent disco.
Silent disco is class.
And I was going to say,
you know what's great about silent disco? Watch this now.
Yeah,
that's a great song.
Yeah,
Ray, come here. Was I at the match? I didn't tell you about the match.
Yeah,
right. I'm not. What? Who?
But would you not consider bringing that into the Atlantic wedding band? That we could actually buy 100 headsets or 150 headsets, and me and you can DJ.
Oh yeah.
So that I'm DJing with you.
Great
and have
idea.
The two sets out there, because you can see them. The way Bob has it is his headsets either go blue or green, and you can tell which DJ.
Yeah, two channels. Let's do that.
So can we invest?
You buy it.
I buy it.
You like everything.
Yeah.
No, I would love that if we could offer silent disco.
Yeah. Do you want a normal disco or do you want a silent disco?
That's
and
brilliant.
Offer them the thing.
Yeah, and Ray, price up.
Price upwards because it's shite hotel friendly.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, and also two
DJs.
So look, that's $8,000, and anyone who booked there in the last one.
But sure, I'm there anyway.
So someone else could. Yeah. Why don't we do the whole gig out of headphones? We won't have to bring in a PA at all.
Could do that.
Why don't we get everyone on it? It's a silent Atlantic
silent
gig.
band.
Yeah, silent band.
Yeah.
Everyone, whole lot.
Why don't we get two bands? We collab.
Yeah.
We get Blue Moose or Good Radio or someone, and they'll set up beside us, and they can choose.
But imagine the panic though, and not know the lads are on the wall set already. I can see them. The boys are doing the wall set. Lads, we're still on Galway Girl. The boys are doing the wall set already. They must be know the break is coming. The break must be coming soon. That's such an inside joke, by the way, that we just told.
No, but that's very true. It would be serious crack on the dance floor if ourselves and Blue Moose did it.
Yeah.
And Blue Moose were playing waltzes.
Yeah.
And we're doing Rage Against
Girl. No, we're doing Rage Against the Machine. So we have all the young ones, or Zombie. Yeah. And then they have all the old ones waltzing. While we have everyone singing along to Zombie. Great idea.
Thank you very much. Larkin, anyway, I have to give Larkin a shout out. At Silent Disco, he landed up to me and said, are you Raybo? I said, I am.
way.
He's from Tipperary. He's been listening for the last couple of years, I believe.
Brilliant.
And he was having a falling out with the woman.
Oh, good.
So
are you allowed to say that?
I advised him. I said, you go now and you apologise to that girl.
Yeah.
Whether you're right or wrong.
Yeah.
Apologise to her. Tell her you're a big bollocks.
Yeah.
And sorry about that.
That is the only way. By the way. That I know it sounds defeatist.
Yeah.
But I've found now, don't bother your arse having an argument because it goes on for too long.
One of two things will happen. Number one, she'll go, in fairness, I was a bit of a prick as well. And that's great, then there's a bit of shared ground, you feel okay. Or she'll do what most women do and she goes, yes, you were.
Yeah.
Now, and she'll give you a small bit more silent treatment, and then after that, then everything will be fine.
Yeah,
but ultimately, you'll have somewhere to sleep for the night. This was at 2:30, and I was going, Larkin, you need to be in that tent.
You've shared a tent.
It's cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it awful? That's what fellas are doing up and down this country, giving in.
Yeah.
When we clearly know the woman is wrong, but we just won't say it.
We had some...
it's so much easier. Well, I know Nicola's wrong 95% of the time.
We're smarter.
But that just shows you.
Yeah.
But also, we're way better at compromise, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We're so good at going, do you know what, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I give it to her every day.
That's
nothing. Sorry, no, not that.
You're a giver.
I'm a giver, Ray. Yeah. She takes everything. She takes.
Chapel Road.
I'm like Chapel Road. I have so much to give, and Nicola's just flat out taken.
I have lashed items.
Go on. This has been fucking...
Yeah.
I don't even know what time it.
I got good sleeps.
God almighty.
We had a mattress in the bed. It was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, you put a mattress in the back of the van.
It was
the last hurrah for the van.
It was the best sleeps we had ever. We actually considered bringing it home, parking upside the house and running a power cable out and spending the rest of the year there.
But you're Raymond. That's what the travelling community do.
Well, now I can see why they do it.
You can see why they used to do it.
The travelling community must get the best sleeps.
Yeah, they must have the best sleeps.
Because they're so cosy.
They're so well rested.
And this is what happened. So we had to get out of the festival side on Sunday night because there was a curfew in place from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. for the production car parks. So in other words, if you were working at the festival, you could not leave the site between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. on the Monday.
Oh, wow.
So if we wanted to get out before then, we had to leave. So we finished up the silent disco at like 3 o'clock. Fair play to Bob Coggins.
And you had to get out of there then in 5 hours?
We went back to that. No, we just went back to the van and just hit the road.
Oh, wow.
So we got as far as Rockford Bridge, which was about maybe half an hour down the road before I started going, I can't, I'm about to sleep here.
Me and Ray are a little bit different in that. Sometimes I do get tired of the road, but you're guaranteed, Brendan.
I'll do an hour.
Ray'll do an hour on the way home from a gig, and then I have to do it.
You have to take over then. I can't gig effectively on my own.
No, it does mean you can't. Yeah.
So, and that's just old age. But we stopped up on Rockford Bridge beside a lovely emo filling station, and we pulled
As in run by like emos, is it?
Yeah.
What do you want?
No, it's really nice, man. But we pulled up.
Nice, isn't it? It's really
we pulled
dark.
up on a street and went to bed.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, that's great.
And then we woke up at 12 o'clock and I opened the side door and we were on a footpath.
You're no magic people now.
Yeah, and people were walking by. Look, like it's the last thing you expect to see when you walk by a van with the side door open. To look in and see a double bed and two people inside in it. Surrounded by Wellingtons.
Ray, you're a nomad.
Full-length mirrors.
You're literally a nomad now.
Yeah.
You could do this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the bass and everything.
You put a bass for the bed in.
I had a drum riser that I got from 15
No way.
So
God almighty.
Yeah, I was worth buying.
But that's what people do. You know, I do see all these people on Keel Beach and out abroad in Wicklow, and they're like, "Hi, I'm living my van life, so I made myself my cortado." Sorry, Dwayne. And then I went for a quick dip, and I'm like, you just know you don't have kids, you ignorant bastard.
No, but
but these people are living a van life.
Yeah, and this is the great thing now, we've realised. Remember I was talking
You can sell that down for 15 grand. No. Sorry, Rage, we jumped across you. But 2 grand, your van is worth 1,500 quid at the best, right? The best, yeah. That's an 07 traffic. 1,500 you'd be doing well to get. The second you stick what I've noticed from looking on Facebook Marketplace is the second you put a bed in the back of it, that's 12 grand now. 12 grand now, it's been converted.
It's true.
Not an engineer's signature to be seen.
No.
What were you saying, Ray? Because you're jumping across me now.
I was saying, me and you had talked about us putting in some sort of a modular shed type office thing at the back of my house.
I mean, it is a pipe dream, but a dream all the same.
But myself and Laura realised the weekend that is not exactly what we're going to do now.
Oh,
we
good.
are going to.
No, I didn't want to do it either.
We're going to try and get a camper, and the camper is going to become the new working from home office out the back, and it's also going to be our new podcast studio.
So we are literally going to be podcast studioing in the back of a camper.
In the back of a camper.
That's not a bad idea,
well,
you know.
Because then all of a sudden the camper is tax deductible because it's bought for business purposes.
Oh my God, Ray, I love it. Now you have to get a massive, you know those RVs that you see on TikTok?
Yeah.
So this is the new Mercedes, whatever. It's like 500 grand, 8 bedrooms. You're like, how is it? It's just a van. How is it 8 bedrooms? It's not even the size of a bus.
And the funny thing is, we'll be just like Ocean FM with the bus that goes out.
Oh, imagine.
Yeah.
We could do outside broadcasts.
Exactly. We can go to people's houses.
I'm all for this. I am all for this. You buy it. I'm all for this. Honestly, yeah, no, actually, that's so true, yeah.
2 last things to ask you about. First of all, for presidential election, would you be inclined to support Bob Geldof or Bertie Ahern?
Jeez, Ray, that's almost like saying, come here, would you rather back Mab into that or put that into Mab?
Oh, God, above. Right, so that's I wonder who the giver there is. So you're not really a fan of either of them?
No, I don't like that.
I wouldn't trust Bob Geldof with it.
No, I wouldn't trust him at all, really, with either. No. In fairness, no, you trust Bertie, wouldn't you?
I trust Bertie, I've always trusted Bertie. I'll say it here and I'll say it first.
No, yeah. Bertie never really did it. Was there anything controversy? No, he never had a controversy.
Bertie was always, the great thing about the presidency is that there isn't a whole lot of money involved.
Yeah, he has no bank account.
So he can't, exactly, he can't do a lot of damage. But you know something Bertie was great at?
Yeah.
Chatting people.
Yeah, he chats anyone.
He was great at schmoozing and chatting and generally getting people on side. I think he'd be a marvellous man.
Do you know what? You're dead right.
Bob would be shouting at you going, your country's a bag of shite.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what would make me miserable about Bob is him calling us a bag of shite every day.
Yeah, he would.
Bertie would be making us a bag of shite but not telling us.
Not telling us. And that's what you want.
There's a lot to be said for that, Ray.
He's in for it, yeah.
No, the thing is, I think Jim Gavin is going, and only for he's going for Fianna Fáil, but like I haven't looked into it too much, but I'd be looking at Jim Gavin. And the other thing is, as well, I keep saying this, it doesn't matter who's in charge.
Yeah.
Because they have no executive action order. Like, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
They can't do anything. They have to sign off on what's already been decided on.
They
can't change their minds.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they have to go to the All-Ireland final every year and shake hands with...
Keep the house.
That's it. Keep the house in order.
Keep the house nice.
And as Hawley D said, I'll leave it tidy for the next fella.
Yeah. Well, Sabine is the one that left it tidy.
Sabine will be up all night, I'd say. Where's that toilet duck? You made shit in the downstairs, Jacks. Where's the toilet duck? They're coming to clear us out. The taxi's here in 4 hours.
I have one last item.
One last item, Raymond?
It's a joke.
Fuck, I can't wait to hear this. I can't wait for it to mess this up.
I just want, before I tell the remaining joke of this episode 299, have you any news from your weekend?
Nah, really, no. Have you watched Traitors?
Stop.
Yeah, no, don't
Caught
stop.
up on it last night.
Yeah, no, so I only watched last night's episode. Me and Nicola are notorious for no longer being able to watch television together anymore. A couple of reasons for that. One, she watches bags of shit on the telly, and I watch very interesting intellectual documentaries. Okay? So she watches reality television, similar to Below Deck and all that, and I go, that's awful shit. Okay, so, and also when she watches them then as well, I'm not allowed to make any comments.
Okay.
So if I go... The head in your one. I'm not watching it, Mark. I'm not watching it then.
That's terrible.
I'm not, so I can't make any comments.
So how did you
But again, I shove it all down, Rick. Keep it down deep here inside.
You're a taker
so
in that respect.
I'm dishing it out. She's taking everything. Yeah. Okay? So, all my money, everything. So I push it all deep down inside, right? So she says, I'm going watching this trader stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, bang it on there. Made a few old schmarmy old comments first 5 minutes. 15 minutes in, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever watched.
Thank God.
It's the best show I've ever watched. There's something about the Irishness of it.
No, but never mind the Irishness.
No,
the
it's the
UK
Irishness.
did it. And it was also wonderful in the UK.
So when the UK did it, I couldn't get into it at all. I can't relate to them. And do you know what it is? You know American reality TV shows?
Yeah.
I can't be... If the Traitors was done in America, I couldn't watch it. Because they'd be going like... They'd be taking it way too dramatically.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh my God, like I just feel like they got rid of Cynthia. And me and Cynthia had such a connection. You fucking met her 2 nights ago. Shut up, you old American.
So you enjoying tonight.
Right? So what I like about this... The Irish one is they're all Irish. They kicked out a lovely woman last night.
Did.
That's my favourite part. They kicked out a lovely woman.
They did.
You're all right. Listen, I voted for you there, Sheila. Don't worry about that. That's tall. No, you were right. Diane was her name.
Out, yeah.
Diane, I have to go for you as well
lady.
now. Diane, you made a cunt yourself very right. No, listen, I did. Look, I probably did. You're dead right. Yeah. No, don't worry about me at all now. And my favourite part of it is they got rid of the obnoxious dub straight away.
They totally did.
Yeah, so there's a guy called David who was a dub. Dave the Dub.
Dave the Dub. And
so
he was
Dave the
real
Dub
loud.
He was really loud. And I said to Nicola when he came on the screen, I said, he's at every gig I do in Clondalkin, Tala. And I don't mean that, I just mean him. Not him, but
a version of him.
Here, no, all your speakers like that at home, I never put the speakers up in that corner. No way. Hey, come over, Dave. So straight away. There's Dave, right? So they had to kick him out straight away. And they did. Because if he was in this, I wouldn't be able to watch it.
Yeah.
But I just love the fact that there's an old thick guard.
Now,
I love that there's an old thick guard who's like,
come on,
yeah, let's talk about him. Smart guard. No. Intelligent guard. But what I mean by that is a big, thick Irish guard. Up there by you.
I'm not enjoying him.
No, I love it.
How do you love it? Do you know what
because
he said?
I know him.
But you heard him last night. He said, "We get rid of that little Gaeilgeoir fella."
Yeah,
everybody was all loving him and touting his name. Let's get rid of him.
Like that's brilliant because I know miserable bastards like that.
Yes.
When I do a gig in Maves, when I do a gig in Waxies, there's going to be a boy at the bar going, that fucking shite. Your man's shite, isn't he? So that's what I love about it.
Are you enjoying it because it's real?
It's so real. I might as well go down to town. I can watch that down to town.
Okay.
It's great. I love how Irish everything is.
Yeah.
I just love that it's us trying to mean. Do you know my favourite part of how Irish it was? So they all went after lovely sweet old Diane. You're all right, lads? No, don't be worried about it. Don't be worried about it. And she said, well, if I could just say something back to you now, to another girl.
Yeah.
Just now that you said that about me, I know that you were a bit iffy earlier on today. What the hell are you attacking me for? Straight away, she went for it.
True.
Don't you dare say that to me, Diane, you bitch. I got right your husband. That's exactly what...
What about your
And she couldn't contain it. They're 2 days in, Brendan. They're 2 days in. They don't know each other and they're already like, just say that to me, is it, Jan?
And then she was crying after then.
She was crying then. I felt like I meant friends with her. You called her an old yoke.
Yeah. What about your one that called your one unapproachable? You want Michelle. Michelle was sitting there going, why do you think it's me? And she I think because I tried to talk to you, but you're very unapproachable.
That is like what my mother would say.
She took it
I tried to talk to her earlier on. No.
She wasn't very approachable.
I asked her, did she like JA? I said, no, I don't watch that. I said, you old bitch. Oh, mama, that would be class. Yeah. She'd give it up straight away. Straight away, right? So they'd say, Geraldine, earlier on, you looked down whenever they mentioned one of the killers, right? And man would have to have a poker face, and she'd end up going, "Well, do you know what now, Stephen? Do you know what? You can fuck off now, God forgive me now, Stephen, but and you're saying that you can fuck off." Oh, you're from Oran. I knew your father. I knew your father. He was a prick as well, and accounted me arse. He was riding everyone around the town. So, Stephen, now you can fuck off.
What about
now,
the father and the brother, father and the son that are in it?
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
Daddy.
The hardest part is that he called him Daddy, not Dad.
He ruined himself.
Like, that's not
Daddy.
Daddy.
And I went, oh, God.
Yeah, it's an awful
that's a nick for everybody that's ever going to meet you.
But I have to say, not to be giving too much away, obviously we can't, because it's only 2 days in.
Yeah.
I have to go home and watch it.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's so long since I've been hooked by especially a reality show. Yeah. But the fact that it's not been Americanized.
Yeah.
It's not two people. Loved at first sight. Oh, I only met you today. You're beautiful. And why we break? Oh, shit. Below deck, I'll wallop. Like, oh, I just love you, Irene. Yeah, we both worked here for 2 weeks. You're on a J1. Right? I just love the Irishness of it.
Great. Well, look at if we can recommend anything. Obviously, this will come out on Friday, and there'll be a whole heap of stuff that's happened since.
No, but tonight's the last night of it again before Friday. So it's not on every night. It's on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is perfect. It's like we're not missing that in bar tonight.
Tremendous.
So there you go.
Smighty.
I'm about to get a bag of popcorn and watch that now.
I'll finish up with my joke.
Go. Oh, your joke! I forgot. Go on.
It's not often I bring a joke to the podcast.
Okay. Can't wait for this to work.
Okay. So there's a traffic tunnel in Wales.
Okay.
Right. Your usual traffic tunnel, about 800 metres to a kilometre of tunnel.
Yes.
And the cars and the trucks go through it. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, there was an abnormally high amount of avian deaths in the said tunnel.
Bird deaths.
Yeah. Bird strikes.
Yes.
Right? So there's like 500 dead birds over a 2-week period. And I'm going, Jesus, this is serious. What's after happening? So they brought like an ornithological survey in.
Yeah.
Right? And the experts came in and started assessing it. And they realised that 8 out of 10 bird deaths were being caused by trucks, right? And 2 out of 10 was cars. So we're going, geez, why is there such a high proportion of trucks killing the birds and not the cars? And it turns out then they brought in an expert, and the expert then told everybody the crack with the crows, that crows are mighty. There'll be a heap of crows eating some roadkill, so there could be a dead badger in the tunnel. God knows how a badger got in there, but the badger was in there and he was dead.
Oh, he'd burn.
And the crows would be all feasting away on the badger. But there'd be a lookout crow, right? And the lookout crow would be there to warn the other crows if there was something coming. But it turns out that while a crow can say car, can't say truck.
Okay.
And that's why they were all getting killed by the trucks.
Oh my God.
They did know straight away, but there was no, they're like, oh fuck, truck.
Why was it in Wales?
I don't know, that's where it was. It's a real story. It happened.
Yeah, but do you remember when you told me the never met it as a wise man joke?
Nickelback joke, yeah.
You should have done that one like that.
Why?
You should have told me it was a joke. You should have told me it as a story.
Oh.
That would have been way better if I was like, what? What are you on about? And then...
So would it be right in saying I fucked that one up as
you
well?
You fucked it, yeah. You definitely shouldn't have said, I'm going to tell a joke, everybody. You should have said, did you hear about the tunnel?
The reality of what I'm after doing there now is after hitting me, and I feel even worse again.
Well, how good would it have been if you hadn't told me it was a joke?
Look, it's great just to say how good things were. Christ above. Do you know the way you as well said you didn't want to go to Electric Picnic?
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister went down to Dr. Joe. We all know Dr. Joe on this podcast. Yeah. He's my local GP.
Yeah.
Down Killala.
He says, no, I'd leave it a week.
And my sister said to him, she was down getting bloods checked, and my sister said to him, is that a GDPR? I can't probably say that.
Well, you didn't say what was in her blood.
Exactly.
It was someone else's blood.
She was down anyway.
Joanne gets other people's blood in all the time. Once a week. Checked. That's how she stays so youthful.
She was down there and she was chatting away with Dr. Joe, and she said to Dr. Joe, trying to distract herself from the needle going in.
Oh.
She was going, and do you know Ray's gone to Electric Picnic? And Dr. Joe says, I would rather do 3 nights in West Dock. I do 3 nights in West Dock for free. Oh, and then he went on further. I do a week in the Matter. pro bono.
That's very
in the
good.
emergency ward.
The West Dock is so bad. Oh, that's so good.
I'd do that rather than and he started listing out all the things he'd do.
Yeah, instead.
Rather than going to electric picnic. I have to say, Joe, fair play to you, that tickled me now pink yesterday.
That's very good. Listen, that's 299. Don't know what we'll do next week. We'll decide.
We'll do nothing.
We'll probably do nothing. We just do 300.
300.
Yeah. We just dish out 300. Fair play to Brendan flicking the keys clean off himself, and Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge and the Caravel.